Me. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 33 of Black Ops 3 Mod Tools. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to extract models from different maps made by Call of Duty. So when I say different maps, I mean it could either be a map from Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, also Black Ops 3, and, Modern Warfare, could be Ghost. So if there's a model, let's say a car, a table, any kind of X model that you would like from one of those maps and you want to implement it into one of yours, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Now, there's going to be a link down in the description. It's going to direct you right to this page for ModMe. Now, in this page, it's going to give you some information on how you would import models from Call of Duty games. Now, in the first line, there's going to be this program called Wraith. Now, we're going to need this program to extract the models from the map. Then a little bit further down, there's going to be another program called Kronos. Now, once we already have the model, it's not going to be in the right format for us to put it into Black Ops 3. So we're going to be using Kronos to convert it into a bin file. And also, let's say if you're messing around with Maya, it has information on how to use the Maya plugin. That way you can extract a .ma file. Let's say if you're going to be doing weapon porting or anything of that sort, it also shows the Maya plugin and where you can get it. So there's actually 3 in 1. Now we're only going to be using the first one and the third one, which is Wraith and Kronos. Now, of course, you want to click on the first part where it says first export your model with Wraith. You're going to click on the spot where it says here, and you're going to download the Wraith program. Just some information about it. Scroll a little bit further down. You're going to see spoilers show/hide. So click on that. And then you're going to click on download Wraith. There you go. Now it's going to download the Wraith program. Once you already have that, just go back and then you're going to download Kronos. Click on this one, download Kronos. Same deal, val, download alpha 0.4. Now I already have the 2 programs we're going to be using to extract a model. So let me you would want to go and extract it to a folder, make it 2 separate folders so the information doesn't get mixed in. All right, so once you've already have those 2 programs, I've already put them into 2 different folders. So here's Kronos. Whoa, actually it's empty. And Wraith is empty. All right, so let me do that. All right, so Kronos, extract 2. I got this folder on my desktop. And click on this one. There we go. And now let me click on Wraith. Go to my downloads, Wraith, extract 2, Wraith. All right, so now that I already extracted the programs, as you can see, I have Wraith. It has 2 files, and then Kronos has about 4. All right, so we're going to be using Wraith first. So double click on it. Now, when you run this program, you don't want to run it on administrator. You just want to run it as basic mode. So just double click on it. If this pops up, just say run. And there we go. Now it's downloading some extra information for it. Now, for this program, you do have to register, but it takes maybe 30 seconds. So just click on register, make an account, and then log in. Once you log in once, you won't have to log in ever again. It already saves your information. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to put in my information. If anybody's going to be hitting me up just for like future references, please don't hit me up on Uptown Poppy 25 on Skype. If for people on YouTube or if anybody needs help, you can go to my other Skype, which is Uptown Poppy 26. Like, I'm not going to add you on 25 because, that's for real friends and family. But if it's for anybody related to Call of Duty, you can go to Uptown Poppy 26 and I'll be happy to add you. Or if anything, just hit me up on YouTube and leave me a comment. I try to respond to everybody. All right, so that's my info. I'm going to hit sign in. There we go. Once you put it in once, you don't have to do it again. Now, this is the magical program that we're going to be using to extract a model. Now, right over here where it says select the game you'd like to work with, click on this drop down menu. And as you can see, Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Ghost, World at War, and Modern Warfare. So these are all the games you can extract models from the maps. Now for this video, we're going to be doing it on Black Ops 2. So I'm not going to do that right now, but we do have to go over to the settings and configure it to work. Now under General, click on General, make sure this window's here. Now you're going to want to make sure that you uncheck animations. You know, there's different ways of doing things. Like let's say if you're going to be doing weapons porting, you know, you might want to do the animations and maybe some other kind of files. But for this tutorial, we're going to be clicking on Show xModel from in memory. You have to do this or else once you try to load up the game and the models, it won't work if it's not selected. So make sure Show xModel from in memory. That one is checked. Now export format. Now this is for the images. Now remember, Black Ops 3 only reads TIFF files. So we have to make sure we put this on TIFF. If not, we're going to have to convert those kind of images and, you know, you want this program to do it for you. And click on this part where it says patch normal maps to contain color and a blue channel. So make sure those two are checked under general. Now we're going to go over to models and we're going to go to make sure that export images with models. That way the images won't get lost. You know, it's in every folder for every model name. And over here, like this is for Maya. So like let's say if you want to export a model and you want to open it in Maya and modify it, you know, you can have export.ma checked or export.obj, like these two files or these formats will work in Maya, but we're not going to be using that. So I'm just going to leave it on the last one where it says export xModel, well, xModel exporter. So make sure this one, the last one, and the first one is checked under models. So this, make sure you just copy all of this information. Make sure it looks like this under general and looks like this under models. And we can close it out. All right, so now let's open up a game. I'm gonna hit save. Let me see. Actually, I don't need to save this information. Let me just click out of this. All right. So now we're gonna open up Black Ops 2. Let me close this down. There we go. We'll open up Black Ops 2 Zombies. Now, whenever you let's say if you're gonna be extracting models, you want to load up the map and then pause it. Now, when you load up the map, don't do it in full screen mode. Like do it in window mode. That way you can have a little screen seeing the game, and you can also get to the program that you want to load up to get the model. So that's why I have it on window mode right now. So I'm gonna go to online. And whenever you extract models, like don't do it in a multiplayer game. Like you don't want to get banned. You want to do this under single player, or else this could also work on theater mode. But I don't have anything on the theater, so I'm gonna go to solo play. I'm gonna select one of the maps, whichever map I want to use to get a model from. There we go. I'm using Mob of the Dead. I'm gonna start it up. There we go.
We must have been through this 50 times already. And we'll go through it another 50.
Now let's say if you want to get Electric Cherry and you want to get the models for that perk machine. Now if it's going to be for Electric Cherry that you want to do this, make sure that you turn on the power. That way it'll show the model of the Electric Cherry in its on state. So find the power, turn it on, and then extract the model if it's for Electric Cherry. But if you want to get any other models, you know, like any of these, you know, doors or cages or basically anything in the map or like that zombie hanging up there, you know, let's open up Wraith and let's extract some models. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to go over to the Wraith program. Now, with the program open, you're going to select what game you're going to be working on. Right now, we're going to be working on Black Ops 2. So as you can see, it shows a little icon. It's working. And I'm going to go to load game, not load file. Click on load game. And as you can see, it's showing us all the models that are in this map. And we can extract them and hopefully put them into Black Ops 3. All right, so there's also a search field. Now, I'm going to be looking for cell. Click on search. It's going to show me every model that has those um, that wording. So there's cell bed, cell sink, cell toilet, and it's everything that has any words containing with cell. It's going to show us that. So right now I'm going to download cell door. Actually, let me get a different one. Cell frame. All right, let me get sink. And let's say if you want to select a few models, make sure you hold control and then left click. That way you can select multiple items. So sink is one of them. And then stair step, that's another one I want to get. Let me get toilet. And I guess those three will work for now. This is just as an example. Cell bars, no. All right, so I already have those three selected. Now I'm going to go to export selection. Now, let's say if you wanted to export all the models, you can just click on, make sure nothing is selected and hit export all. But I believe it crashes when you do that. So, just select the models that you want and export them individually. Or at least, by selecting it like this. So we're going to go to export selection. Click on that. All right, it exported the models that we want. Now we're going to go over to manage GDT because we need a GDT file for these models. And here we go. Those are the models that are exported. Now I'm going to go over to export GDT BO3. That stands for Black Ops 3. So click on that. Now we're going to add a GDT file with the information. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it's under Black Ops 3. And you want to make sure that when you save the file, you want to save it under source data because that's where the GDTs go for Black Ops 3. So we're going to call this whatever you want. That way you know what it is. So I'm going to call it BO3 underscore uptown. And I'm going to hit save. There you go. Now it already made a GDT file for us. And it also exported the models. But the models are still under the WAF folder. So we're going to have to copy and paste those. So we can close this out. We can get out of the game. We're already done with it. We already got the models that we want. Love this game. It's been a while since I played it, but hopefully soon. There's a lot of custom maps out now, so I'm going to be busy for a little while. Alright, come on. Alright, let me get out of this. Leave the lobby. Okay. Alright, so now we're done with that part. Now I'm going to go to where the WAF folder is. And under exported files, you're going to see it's going to say Black Ops 2 because that's the game that we've used to export a file. Double click on that. You're going to see xModels. Double click on it. And here are all the models that we exported. Now, if you look at each folder for every individual model, if you click on into it, it's going to show you the xModel export file, that's the model. And these are the texture files for it. All right, so there's 3 of them. Now, we do have to convert the xModel export file into a bin file. So that's when the Kronos program comes into play. So we're going to open up that program, Kronos, double click on it, click run. All right, so this is what the program looks like. And much props to these two guys for providing this program and with the ability for us to do this. So thank you very much. And let's say if you want to convert the model into a bin file, you're going to click on this square right over here. Click on that. And it's going to be a drag and drop box over here. So what you want to do is you want to go to where your models are. Like these are the 3 models we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go to the first one. You see this xModel export. I'm going to drag it over. It's going to open up another folder, and it's going to have the bin file that we need. Just drag it over. There we go. Now we have 2 xModel files. One's an export and one's a bin file. We don't need the export file, but I'm just going to leave it in there. All right, so let me back out. Close this window that popped up. Now we'll go to the next one. I'm going to drag this one over. There we go. Drag that back over. All right, so now let's do one more. There we go. All right, we're done with Kronos. Now also Kronos has a feature where if you go to this little image converter, let's say if you're making your own X models and you want to convert them into the images that you have into TIFF files, you could just drag the image over here and it'll convert it into a TIFF file for you. So if you have it under a JPEG image, or if you have it as a DDS or a TGA, it'll convert it into a TIFF image and it'll do it the same way we did it with the model. But we're done with the program. Let's back out a little bit and copy the part where it says, you're going to be under WAF, and you're going to go to model export files, and then you're going to copy this Black Ops 2 folder. We're going to copy it, and we're going to put it in our Black Ops 3 directory under xModel export. So click on that, and you're going to paste the folder in here. There we go. So as you can see, that's where our xModels are, and it has the new bin files we just made. Now we're going to open up Ape, and we're going to convert these files. So let me go to launcher. There we go. Let me open up Ape. There we go. Now you're going to see right over here where it says assets. Click on this 3 pages that has the minus. That it'll be easy for us to search for our GDT that we made. Remember I named it Black Ops 3 Uptown. So hit that little X on the left of it and scroll down. And where you see these 3 little grids, these are the models. Oh, there we go. It actually converted it for us. So there we go. No other conversion. Usually I have to do a few things to get this running. So I guess it worked out perfectly. So there's one model. There's a second. There's a step that I extracted. And there's also the toilet. Looks nice. All right, now let's say if it didn't work like this for you. These circles right over here, these are the materials. So these texture files are implanted onto these materials, and that's what makes it come out on these models right here. So these are the individual files for it, which seem to have automatically been applied to them thanks to the WAF program of making the GDT. Now, let's say if it didn't come out like that for you, or else it's asking you where is the xModel.bin. Once you click on this, let's say if it's not even showing up here and you wanted to do the cell toilet, you would go over here to LOD0, click on these 3 dots, and then you would navigate to the, it would take you right over here to model export. Then you would go into Black Ops 2, go to xModel, and whichever model it is, you would go into that folder, and you would double click on the bin file, never the export file. We don't even need this. I don't even know why I left it there, but it would be the bin file. You double click on it, and then if you would scroll down under materials, it would let you know what materials it needs. Right now it already added them automatically, which is great. But let's say if it's giving you some notification that it's not working, you would just click on it. It'll probably ask you to assign a new image file for it. Just click OK. It'll probably make a name for you. It'll probably say the name of this and then underscore C or A, B, S. You would just click OK and then navigate to where the images are for that model, which are already in the folders for us. And then that's it. Just assign it. Now let's say if it was one of these materials. As you can see, it's giving me an error for one of them. So I selected on this one, this material file for the metal floor step. So as you can see, it says under compression, it's giving me a notification sign that something's not right. So you just have to find the one that works best. Under compression, majority of the time you want to go to best color compression. And as you can see, it went away. It's good. And let me just check them all to make sure there's no errors within those images. All right, those are good. That one's good. This one has it. So cell toilet C. So there we go. Best color compression. That one's good. Oh, this one has it. Let me change that. There we go. Let me check the models itself. Now, in terms of the materials, you see the ones that have the circles. This is fine under geometry and geometry lit, or is material type lit. Now, surface type, this is the type of material it is. Like this is the cell sink. So we could assign a surface type. So like let's say if it was like the metal step, you would want to put it as metal. So surface type, if it was the metal step, I would just go over to metal. There it is right over here. That way, whenever you shoot it, it'll give that effect of having that sound, like as if you're shooting metal. But this is a toilet, so I would say maybe ceramic. So I'm gonna just click on that one. Gloss range, you can assign something to it. Yeah, ceramic. Usage. Now this is what it would show up on the Radiant, but like you would only do this as if it was like a texture file. This is a material file, so we're gonna leave it on, not an editor. And of course you can assign other items to it. Let's see, player clip, or let's see. But it's pretty much it's already done for us. I checked all of them. I was only getting errors in certain ones. I changed it. Now I'm gonna hit on save. There we go. Now let me open up Radiant and let's see if these models are actually in the game now. Remember, once you're done adding them into Ape, you have to click save to make sure it saves the information, just to be sure. Now, if I go over to my models and I make sure all is selected, and I remember that they all had the name cell in them. So let me just pop in cell and see what pops up. Just give it a second. There we go. And here's the toilet that we implemented. There's the step. And there was one other thing that we added. What was it? Was it 2 cell toilets? Cell phone. Let me look. Toilet, step, and sink. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, here's the sink. Here's the toilet, and here's the step. Now let's put it in. Hit escape. There's the sink. Model looks great. Let's pop in the toilet. There it is right there. And let's pop in a step. There we go. Now you can use this in your map and it'll show up and you're good to go. Check that out. So if you guys like the video, hit that like button, subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching and I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.